How's everybody doing? My name's Betchman, and welcome back to more Pokemon VGC, as I know it's been a while, but we now finally have the ranked ladder matching what's going to be in competitive, as Regulation I is going to be our very last competitive format that we're going to be doing in Scarlet and Violet before we make the switch over to Champions, which I am very excited for. I'm very excited to be trying Mega Evolution Pokemon, as I never did competitive during that scene, so I'm excited to try that out. But we're going to be trying some Regulation I teams now that Regulation I is back. We never got to showcase it really beforehand, so starting things off, we're going to start with a team that I use that says Snow, which it is not Snow, but it's a team that I used in Regulation I beforehand, in the first phase, I guess you could say, that I had some success with, that I used at the 2025 Portland Regionals, that I was able to do pretty well with, make day 2, and had a lot of fun using this team. Had some luck go on my side, but all in all, I think this is a very, very solid team. There's a couple of different variations of it as well, but this is what we're going to be trying today and see what we can do on the ranked ladder with it. So we're going to go ahead and jump in, and I can tell you one thing, it is super weird to be back on the ranked ladder, as it has been quite a while since we really did anything on the ranked ladder. So I think this is the right team that says Portland. Hopefully we got the right one, because there's a couple different ones that had different moves or terras, so hopefully we selected the right one. But let me know what you guys think, if you guys are excited for Champions, what you expect to see, not to see, what Mega do you think is going to actually be really good, is what I'm most interested in seeing, is what one's going to break through, especially with all the new Megas that were introduced. But we're going to jump right in, and we got to jump in immediately with Miraidon Ice Rider team, which can be very, very annoying. It also has Grimmsnarl, I'm assuming Rapid Strike, Urshifu, Incineroar, and we got Ursaluna. We got the bear. So, a lot of things that are going to cause us a lot of problems. Immediately, though, Kyogre looks really, really solid into this team. We have the weather advantage. We don't have to worry about anything in that sense, so that's going to be very, very nice. One thing that is going to be a problem, I would say, is going to be that Ice Rider. That Ice Rider is going to be a huge problem. Hopefully, he doesn't lead Ice Rider and Miraidon. That would be pretty problematic, to be quite honest. Question is what we want to lead with, which I really want to lead with Kyogre and Amoonguss. I feel like it's really, really strong into this team. I feel like Zacian's going to be a really good one too, just because we can get around a lot of things, and then topping it off, honestly, Urshifu does pretty well here. So we're going to leave Moon and Hands behind. We're going to try this out. This is a team that I didn't really go against too much beforehand. I feel like the duo of Miraidon and Ice Rider has kind of fallen off, at least from what it was initially, where it was initially one of the best duos. So we do see Miraidon and we see Urshifu, which is problematic. So we know it's Rapid Strike. We know he does not want to deal with Amoonguss, because he knows that I could possibly be Rocky Helmet, because Rocky Helmet's popular, but I am Covert Cloak. Reason for that is I like Covert Cloak to lead and be able to get something put to sleep immediately if I'm not dealing with electric terrain. So, what do we want to do here? Water Spout probably is just going to be the best one, just to get really big damage off. Both resist, but it'll still do a lot of damage. I think we just go for it, and we go for Rage Powder, to be honest. Yeah, I like that. That's gonna be our best option. Hopefully he goes like Volt Switch into the Shroom. It is Draco, and that's a problem, because we don't live it. So we are definitely not going to do a lot of damage at all to start things off, which is problematic. We're going to see Surging Strikes. That's going to definitely bring us below half. We get some kind of damage out. Miraidon's looking real weak, and so is this Urshifu, to be honest. So we're going to get some little bit of damage off. If the Ursh was sashed, it's no longer sashed. Honestly, it still did a good chunk of damage for being as low as we were. Zacian's going to be the next best option for us to bring in. Not a great start, though. But we can bring it back. I think the best answer here, to be honest, is... Miraidon's not going to be to really do much of anything. So I feel like we could just immediately... we can just go play Rough into Ursh. We don't need to rip Terra. It's kind of unnecessary, so we're just going to go for play Rough. Because I don't really... yeah, we're going to go for that, because I don't want to take Surging Strike damage, which would be really unnecessary. Probably going to be Ice Horse would be my assumption. Or, yeah, or that. In that sense, could have gone for like an Origin Pulse, would have been a lot smarter of a thing to do. Because it was kind of obvious that he was going to have to switch out Miraidon no matter what, so he didn't go down. This could be an issue, depending on what he goes for here. Ghost Terror is interesting. Ghost Terror is interesting. Kind of a problem. Get the attack drop. You don't get the attack drop, you go Surging, and that's going to KO us. So, not a good start. A very bad start, actually. This team kind of just mopped the floors with us. Yeah, we didn't make very many good leads. But that's okay. It's kind of what happens sometimes. You win some, you lose some. This team is definitely a counter into mine, though I do think I could have played this much, much better, but that's okay. We are, we're kind of cooked at this point, if I'm being honest. There's really not a whole lot that we can do. I mean, we can go there, and we can do something like this, but no matter what, he's just going to go Predator Fake Out into Ursh. He's going to take out the Whale, and that'll kind of just send things off at this point, so... I definitely think that his Urshifu was banded. With the amount of damage it was doing into Kyogre and the amount of damage it did into Zacian, it was kind of crazy. Also, I feel like most Ghost Terra ones I see are... we'll just take out Instinct because we can. Most Ghost Terra I feel like are going to be banned because it's more of a defensive deal. Very bulky instant too, my goodness. Took 3 hits to take it out. Unless we got a low roll, which also could have been very possible. If he goes for Surging Strikes again, that tells me it's banded. And we were faster, by the way. Yeah, with how much damage that's outputting, definitely banded, so... Well played to my opponent. He played that very, very well. We still have more games to play. And I gotta showcase... how this team can do well, because this was not a very good showcasing of how well this team can do. So definitely need to improve there, but I should have expected that Draco into the Shroom, which is honestly where you could look at this team and go, yeah, there are things that can definitely be changed. Fairy Terra might be a better answer on Amoonguss than going for Water, though Water was really nice for certain matchups, especially into Cali Ice. To be able to have that resistance and just sit on the field longer and just wreak havoc. There's a lot of things you resist to when you go with Water over going for Fairy. Fairy has it has good things about it, mainly being able to just be immune to Dragon, but at the same time being able to have like resistances into certain things and just sit on the field for a much longer period of time is also really, really nice. So there's good things, bad things, things that could get changed, 100%. Next battle, I'm not sure who we got, but I've seen this team once before. So we got CSR Koraidon with Indeedee, Mousehold, Roaring Moon, and Incineroar. Very interesting team. I'm curious if the Mousehold is more of like your standard support, or if it's going to be like hyper offensive with Pop Bomb. Do have to worry about the Weather Wars. Do have to worry about potentially Trick Room, though I don't think Trick Room is going to benefit him whatsoever. So in this sense, I feel like we need to lead with Roaring Moon every single time. I don't feel like there's anything else we should be leading with. Could lead with I think we lead with Ursh, and then we go Kyogre, and I just really don't see there being a reason for him to go for anything else. So I'm gonna actually bring Zacian here. I don't think he's gonna go Trick Room. I just have this weird gut feeling that he's not gonna go the Trick Room out of things. He could just go Expanding Force with CSR. That's a possibility because there's nothing really stopping him from setting that up. So he goes with Ensign and he goes with CSR, which is fine. If I had to take a guess, what do I feel like he's going to do here? He could definitely just go for... I don't think he takes out either one of my Pokemon here. He might be able to take out Urshifu with like a Psychic or something. I'm just going to go Knockoff, and honestly, I'm going to go for... I think he goes Fake Out no matter what. That's the really tricky part of things. Yeah, we're just going to double attack. Okay. That's actually really good for us. He brings in his own Roaring Moon, which is fine. Because we actually are going to out... depends on who he goes for Fake Out into. That's kind of bad, because that does break our Sash. So it's not the absolute end of the world, but we are going to go Tailwind, and we are going to go... I could rip Terra. I don't really like it or think that it's not terrible. It's not bad. I actually kind of like it here, so I am actually just going to go for Surging Strikes into Ensign and go for Terra. Reason being is I don't want him to go for Acrobatics and just take us out immediately. So even if he goes for Terra, it's not terrible because then we get that baited out as well. As soon as Ensign is gone, we're in a much, much better position. So he's not going to Terra the Ensign. We're for sure knocking it out with the Terra Water. There's absolutely no way this thing's going to live. And that'll 2-tap it, which is good. Also important to notate that we are faster than the opposing Roaring Moon, which is good. And we'll see what moveset it has. Might be Breaking Swipe. It is Acrobatics, so us going for Terra was huge. So I'm not disappointed by that whatsoever. If he does bring out CSR... Okay, so he does bring out CSR, which does bring us to our next issue, because we know these most likely got Koraidon in the back. We could, in theory, just set up... It also depends on what Terra he has. Honestly, what I really want to do is I really just want to swap in Kyogre here, and I just want to go for a Surging Strikes into CSR, because I feel like that should, of Terra, get the KO. Hopefully he doesn't swap into Koraidon. And he's going to go for Tailwind. Ah, he got us. Good switch, good switch. Yeah, very good switch. We're going to get little tiny bits of damage. It's not going to hardly do anything. But it'll be something. And so next turn, he's going to set up Tailwind here. Next turn I have to swap out Kyogre for Zacian. And there's his Tailwind, so he offsets the Tailwinds, which is fine. So I gotta go for Zacian, because he's definitely going to go for Collision Course into the Kyogre slot. And I feel like I just Detect here. How many turns are we left with? We got one turn after this, so... Yeah, I'll just detect. I don't see there being a reason why he would go for anything other than Collision Course, which I'll live. I don't see him going for a Fire-type move into Kyogre at all, because it doesn't make any sense. I could also see him going for Collision Course into Ursh. Oh, it actually goes Knockoff, so that's even better. And he did go Flame Charge, which is kind of wild. He hasn't Terra'd, which is also sort of scary. I don't really want to switch out Zacian immediately, but I do feel like it's necessary. The reason I feel like it's necessary is because I could just go with putting him back in and then going the Surging Strikes into Koraidon, anticipating the Terra. Yeah, might as well. Might as well test it. It could be really risky. I had a lot of pressure down to go for Play Rough into either slot. I think he's going to protect Moon, and he's going to go Terra Flare Blitz. Okay. There's the Terra, just like I predicted it would be. I think he goes Protect on Moon, and he's going to go for like a Flare Blitz or a Flame Charge into the Kyogre slot. We barely live on 5, my gosh. Please be in the Kyogre. Okay, good. Okay. We got super lucky there, because I wasn't 100% certain if we were going to survive the knockoff. But we predicted that Terra perfectly, so we get rid of that. We now have the weather advantage, and we're sitting pretty good right now. It's not bad. We do still got to get through the horse. That is a problem. We're trying not to get bodied 2 games in a row, because yeah, it's kind of not good. That'd be really, really bad. Okay, so now we got to deal with the horse. And what item does the horse have? We don't currently know. We got to protect. We have full HP Moon in the back. I'm going to go Aqua Jet just to break whatever the heck this thing's going to do. And he doesn't have Terra anymore, which is also really, really important. Good chunk of damage. He goes for Knockoff, that's fine. I think this might be his last turn of Tailwind, if I'm not mistaken. And he does go for Astral. Hopefully he's not running the Draining Kiss set. I don't think he is. But if he is, it will be really bad. Really, really bad. Let's see, Tailwind go away. He gets the one single boost here. Tailwind does go away. I could have attacked. We're going to go Moon. I'm going to pray that he doesn't have a Fairy-type move. So, I feel like we risk it with Origin Pulse. We go Origin Pulse, and we go for Tailwind. I feel like the set he's running is Astral, Psychic, Nasty Plot. Yeah. And we know that, well... I actually don't know if he's swapped out Moon at all this entire time. So we'll see what happens here. This is going to be an interesting turn. Moon lives everything. There's nothing that's going to KO it because it resists everything. Anticipated that happening. We are actually faster than CSR. And we land at Origin Pulse. That's crazy. That's a very slow horse. Because we didn't have Booster anymore. And that should just wrap things up. We go for Acrobatics and we go for Ice Beam. That's game. So we climbed back. We had a good fight in game 2. We did not get bodied because game 1 was not good. Not good at all. But we fought back really well. Tough win, but most of the time my matchups into Shadow Rider, Koraidon are not bad with this team. Or at least it feels pretty solid. I don't know where we're at, if we're 1 win away from Master Ball, if we're not there yet. I don't really know. But because I hadn't played ranked in so long, my rank started at the very, very bottom, which was like rank 4? And our last match is against Leafeon Lu, who's got a pretty wild team with Kyogre, what looks to be Indeedee male, CSR, Illumise, Ursh, and Gastrodon. This is a team. I don't know what the heck to do against it. We got Moon for sure that we're gonna lead. He might have Trick Room, he might not. Oh gosh, he's definitely gonna have Expanding Force. Like, that's a guarantee. I feel like we go with Ursh. Do we go with Ursh? Because Astrodon just shuts down our entire team. Or it shuts down Ursh and it shuts down Kyogre pretty handedly. Dang. Well, either Indeedee's going to be sashed or the horse is going to be sashed. They can't both be. I'm going to actually lead with these two. I'm going to have Kyogre and... Ugh, what do we want to do here for the last one? Do we want to go Ursh? Because Ursh just gets bodied by Gastrodon, so I don't think that's the right play. I feel like the right play is going to be Hands or Amoonguss. And in this sense, I think it's going to be more so on Hands. I feel like Hands is going to help us out a little bit more. It could be Psy Spam. Indeedee Male with CSR screams Psy Spam to me. I don't know if that means that Indeedee Male is going to be Scarf, which is very possible. He just goes double lead here. Okay. So the question at hand is, what do we want to do? And what does he have? We could just go double protect to see if we can bait something out. Could also just immediately go for damage into Calyrex. We could also go damage into Kyogre. We go knockoff. Being close team sheet, it's a little difficult. Could outright just go... I feel like we just go knockoff into Kyogre, and... we can also just go... This is where it gets really tricky. And we protect. I feel like I live whatever the two of them do with Moon. Unless he's Terra Fairy, which I don't anticipate that being the case. I think it's going to be... if I had to guess, okay, that's good. That's very good, very good. What do we got? Indeedee, okay. That tells me that Indeedee might be sashed. If he immediately was sending it out to just, like, ghetto code. See what Kyogre does. It might just protect. It doesn't protect. That does an insane amount of damage. It is scarfed. Okay. We live that. Yeah, I was going to say, we live that for sure. So, it's scarfed, which means that Indeedee is sashed. Which means to me... what is this Indeedee going to do? It's going to be really, really annoying. We can just kill Kyogre with ease. I kind of just want to go knockoff into Indeedee and just go... let's just go play rough into Kyogre. Yeah, it was definitely sashed. The question is if he's going to go for Trick Room. I feel like Trick Room doesn't help him in any sense, though. He also can't spam Psychic or Expanding Force. Ooh, he had D-Gleam. Okay. That was unexpected. I don't know why I didn't think about Deagling. So that was an interesting bit there. So for me, I think I just go Kyogre every single time. So now he's going to send out Calyrex. Calyrex could just rip a Terra Psychic Expanding Force, and then I just get blown up. Very possible. In this sense of things, I think I just go Origin Pulse and Behemoth Blade? Or, hold on, what does he have in the back? How many turns of rain do I have? 3, and 3 is Psychic Terrain. So actually, I kind of just want to protect Kyogre and go for Behemoth Blade into Indeedee. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, good call, good call. We're going to see what his last Pokemon in the back is. I don't want to use Terra yet. I'm really trying to hold on to it, even though I really wanted just to rip Terra Fairy Play Roughs like crazy. But I'm really trying to hold on to it. That's also the thing with closed team sheet when it comes to Kyogre, is a lot of these Kyogres could be running Scarf. Okay, so it's Gastrodon and it's Calyrex. So I'm just gonna go for Origin Pulse. I don't care about Gastrodon, and I'm going to go for probably just go for Behemoth Blade. I feel like it's the best option for me. It's not gonna miss. And it's Stab, so we're just going to do that. Most likely this is going to be a Terra Psychic Expanding Force. It's Ground, actually. Hold on. We do... Hold on. Does this KO us? It does KO us, but Origin Pulse might actually KO it. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We know it's not going to do anything to Gastrodon. It's got Water Absorb. That's fine. Now we know it's Life Orb. We know it does nothing to Gastrodon, but that one-shots. And we connect. Alright, I think we're fine. Depending on what this thing's doing. I did not expect Terra Ground. Kind of forgot that people ran that. That's fine. He wasted Terra just to get rid of Zacian. Oh, it's going to be Yawn shenanigans, okay. I still think we're pretty okay. We haven't used Terra, so now I'm going to go Terra on hands. So I avoid the super effective Earth Powers. Most likely instead is going to be Yawn, Earth Power, Ice Beam, Protect. That's most likely what he's going to be running. So we're just going to start hitting him with Drain Punches. I know we're going to go to sleep. He might even protect, which is kind... It's more ideal if he actually protects, to be honest. Like, the game's not done. Gastrodon's pretty annoying. We could freeze it. We don't get the 10%, but that's okay. Hands does pretty good damage. He goes for Yawn. That's fine, because this is where he's now going to... he's going to protect. Because if he doesn't protect, he's going to lose Gastrodon instantly. So it's a Gastrodon against the world right now. And we're just going to keep clicking the same moves. Really crazy team, though. I personally like using Indeedee Mail a lot. One of the teams I like to run a lot is using Psyspam, which I've been trying to figure out an idea for like a CSR Psyspam team that would do really, really well with Indeedee Mail. Very hyper-aggressive for sure. Oh, it also might have Recover. That would be annoying. Okay, Kyogre's still sleeping. Does it have Recover? Good to notate that we're faster than both. Or then both are faster than him. So he goes for Earth Power. It's a decent chunk. Ooh, that's actually really bad. That's a decent chunk of damage, too. Okay, but Kyogre woke up. We're fine. And he doesn't go, or he doesn't get frozen. I was going to say go to sleep. Iron Hands is still sleeping, though. I think we lived this Earth Power. Okay, we're fine. We are A-okay. So we're able to win. 2 out of the 3 ain't bad. Might have put us in a Master Ball tier, but Leafeon Lu, super cool team. I really wanted to know what like the Illumise did and other pieces of that team did, but really, really cool team overall. We'll see if that got us good enough in the Master Ball. I don't think it did. We're going to back out all the way, and then we're going to go back. Oh, it did. It did. Okay, I was going to say, I could have swore we got there. But we're top 500, so not bad for not doing a whole lot with the ranked ladder for a long time. Took a lot of battles to get there off you know, recording and whatnot. But again, let me know what you guys think of this team. I'll post the Rental code if I knew what words were. I'll post the Rental code in the description of the video. If you guys are wanting to give it a shot yourselves, let me know what you are thinking as well for champions. If you think that it's going to be all the megas, if it's just going to be the new ones, and what you're most excited for. I'm really, really looking forward to champions and being able to record videos for that as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.